Garuga. Kapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Garuga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember the 50 waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Dare to make war, we surrender. False word. Important news are new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework planet. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest. With a special pride never written before. Or sin's tall words proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant.
Okay, or fix the audio. We lost Esri. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. I don't want a doll, no dinky tinker toy. I want a hippopotamus to play with and enjoy. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I don't think Santa Claus will mind, do you? I won't have to use our dirty chimney flue. Just bring him through the front door. That's an easy thing to do. I can see me now on Christmas morning, creeping down the stairs. Oh, what a joy, what a surprise when I open up my eyes to see a hippo hero standing there. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. No crocodiles or rhinoceroses. I only like hippopotamuses. And hippopotamuses like me too. Dun, 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 dun. Mom says the hippo would eat me up, but then I teach her, says it's hippo's a vegetarian. Dun, 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 dun. There's lots of room for him and Sassy in our 2-car garage. I'll feed him there and wash him there and give him his massage. I can see me now on Christmas morning, creeping down the stairs. Oh, what a joy, what surprise when I open my eyes to see a hippo hero standing there. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. No crocodiles or rhinoceroses. I only like hippopotamuses. And only hippopotamuses like me too. Wait, only hippopotamuses like me too? That's not how it goes. Hey, welcome, Salty Trekker. The Salty Trekker himself with a $2 super chat says can't stay, but happy birthday to MomOPrey. Thank you, Salty. MomOPrey. MomOPrey says thank you. She heard me say that. So thank you so much, Salty. Yeah, I know the sound. I'm sorry. I cut off Esri Dax, Nicole DeBoer at the beginning of the stream. That was mistake number 1. Mistake number 2, I forgot to put the microphone on, but then I put it on. And mistake number 3, in a couple of mistake number 3s in the reading of the words to the song. I made a couple of typos of the mouth, but I think overall I rated that easily a 9.5 out of 10. I don't think I'm being too humble. Captain MKG was first in the chat with a happy birthday to MomOPrey. Thank you, Captain. Richie Poole also a happy birthday to MomOPrey. Although Richie Poole technically said it yesterday, and she heard it, so Richie Poole got it in. Thank you, Richie Poole. Richie Poole says Trump digital trading cards for everyone. Birdo Prey 5 is buying. No, at $99 a piece. I don't think I'm buying, but if anybody wants to get me one, yeah, don't buy it. Yeah, I love Donald Trump. I voted for the man. I still think he'd be a great president, but I do not endorse his digital trading card. Whatever. John Meyer says, huzzah, huzzah for MomOPrey, patron saint of caregivers. She really is, John Meyer. Thank you. Positive Candor says, happy birthday to MomOPrey. Thank you, Positive. MomOPrey is off camera, but she's hearing everything. John DeMarco says, happy birthday to MomOPrey. Richie Poole says, will Birdo Prey be late for his mom's birthday live stream? This was, of course, all posted earlier before we started. I was not. Professor Brainy Specs says, happy birthday to the great MomOPrey. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. Mike Richards, the official package inspector of Caroga. 2 missing packages out there, Mike Richards. I don't know what's going on out there in Columbus, Ohio, but you got to get on. You got to get on this. Professor Brainy Specs says, Richie Poole, Bird is already late, which is a lie. John DeMarco says, greetings to all. Greetings, John. Mike Richards uses the MomOPrey loves roses emojis. MomOPrey, do you love emojis? Love emoji. Do you love roses?
I do.
She does like roses. She does.
Your sister doesn't.
MomOPrey, not a rose person. Richie or whoever wants to know. MomOPrey is not a fan of roses. MomOPrey is. Richie Poole uses a bunch of MomOPrey emojis. And Mike Richards checks about Jep Nerdy tomorrow night, to which John DeMarco says, no Jep Nerdy this week. They'll be back on the 24th. Yes, they have Christmas Eve Jep Nerdy. They have to. I heard they needed to cancel Jep Nerdy so they could rig it more. I don't know. It's just a rumor. It's just a rumor I heard. I'm not saying that this is being reported as news. This is only a rumor I've heard, and don't blame me. Take it with a touch of salt, a grain of salt, whatever it's called. Not my fault if it turns out to be fake news. LDG says, happy birthday to MomOPrey. Thank you, LDG. Richie Poole says, bird is early. Thomas Potts says, happy birthday to MomOPrey. Thank you, Thomas. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, greetings from hell. I mean work. No problem, Gorilla. Hope you're doing well. Bradley Briggs says, zup, y'all. Zup, Bradley. Cinnabon Bunny says, happy birthday. Hello, happy birthday. Thank you, Cinnabon.
Yes.
Mr. Londell says, kapla, and many happy returns of the day to MomOPrey. MomOPrey. Thanks you as well, Mr. Londell.
I'm stepping out for a minute,
MomOPrey stepping out for a
and
minute.
then I'll be back.
Then she'll be back.
And I can
Yes.
find that mysterious package.
Find that package I ordered.
The one you told me to put in the
The
refrigerator.
package I told you put in the refrigerator earlier. Yes. Richie Poole says, kapla, Richie. Yvette says, good evening, Bird and everyone, and happy birthday, MomOPrey.
Happy birthday. I love the happy birthday.
MomOPrey loved the happy birthday song. Yvette sent MomOPrey an audio file singing happy birthday, and it was terrific. The Random Menace says, happy birthday from the future. Happy birthday, future man. Positive Candor was desperately trying to warn me about the sound. Richie Poole says, you cut off Esri unsubbing. I'm sorry, Richie. Thomas says, I'm sending you coal for Christmas. That's fine, Thomas. Send me coal, send me oil, send me natural gas, all the fossil fuels. I'll accept them. We can power my house for years to come. Air delivery, wham, says Mike Richards. Cinnabon says hippo equal Tilly. We are learning Bird's dark secret. It's never been a secret, Cinnabon. Tilly is, okay, Tilly, let's face it. Tilly got bigger over the seasons. But, you know, Tilly's cute. Tilly was a cute redhead girl in the season premiere. Although I think she looked strangely, Tilly might be the only redhead I've ever seen that looked better as a blonde. Oh my God, when Dr. Crusher came out with the blonde hair in whatever movie that was, oh, it was so disappointing. So disappointing. But when Tilly went to Captain Killy in the Mirror universe with the blonde hair, oh my God, she went from like an 8 to a 9. She went from an 8 to a 9. And I'm not talking hundreds of pounds or anything like that. I'm just talking, she was cute and she got cuter. I will grant you, she put on some weight in later seasons, but Tilly is still cute, okay? I would not kick Tilly out of the hospital bed. Even if it were possible to, I wouldn't. That said, she's a terrible character in a terrible show about terrible timeline that does terrible things to Star Trek. And if I could, you know, blink the entire crew out of existence, I would. But I would miss Tilly the most. Mr. CCDV says, happy birthday to MomOPrey. Actually, he says, Mom, I pray, but MomOPrey, I'm sure he means. Thank you, Mr. CCDV. There was Salty's super chat again. Thank you again, Salty. Professor Brainy Speck says, singing this instead of happy birthday to MomOPrey. This is absolutely wrong. I'm going to sing happy birthday.
Yeah.
Obviously, Professor.
I got the package.
Okay, MomOPrey is going to get that package ready. Mr. CCTV says, I'm pretty sure this is a dumb phone. Instead of a smartphone, but I don't know why he would think that. Professor Brainy Specs is unsubbing. Mr. Lundell says, hippos are really mean creatures. Are you sure you want something so mean? Crocodiles steer clear of them. Yeah, I kinda do. Mr. CCTV is almost worse than his sisters singing. What? The Traveler, formerly known as Wesley Crusher, uses his 26th month Karogan Citizen Super Chat. 26 months. Where does the time go? Thank you so much, Traveler. Says, greetings, birds, salty turds, and nerds. Greetings, Wes. I hope you're doing well. I mean, Traveler. I hope you're doing well out there. And I hope everybody out there, I know we're getting some terrible weather across the country, in the Florida and the southeast got tornadoes and storms across, blizzards and snow across the northeast and the northern plains. So everybody, please check out. Please be okay. Please be safe. And if you're not safe, if you have a problem, please let me know. And Mike Richards uses his 3-month super chat as a friend of Karoga to say happy birthday, MomOPrey. Thank you so much, Mike Richards.
I have that package ready.
Okay, MomOPrey has that package. One more thing though.
Yeah.
Our friend Deej, those of you who know or don't know, Deej started out on what was supposed to be a 48-hour stream last evening at 8 p.m. But come about almost 5, 6 a.m. Eastern time, he had to stop the stream because he was very, very sick. He was having a terrible headache, and it's health first. Obviously, he felt awful. He felt terrible about having to stop the stream, but I, for one, was very happy that he did because we need to take our health seriously. I almost said I'm a walking example of what happens when you don't take your health seriously. But if I was, that would be much better off. I'm unfortunately a non-walking example of what happens when you don't take your health seriously. And I don't want anybody else to wind up like this or worse. And so to Deej, I hope you are feeling better, my friend. Little concerned we haven't heard from you, but maybe you're sleeping, which maybe you needed. I was also concerned that he hadn't taken his medication in a while, but whatever it is, Deej, I hope you're okay. I hope you hear this, and I hope MomOPrey says ditto, of course. I hope I don't know if I want you to even attempt the 48-hour stream again, but I would like to know that you're okay at some point. So Richie Poole asks, what's MomOPrey's favorite flower? Just asking.
Tulip.
The tulip. The tulip.
Blue tulip.
The blue tulip.
But any tulip.
But any tulip.
But blue tulip.
Actually, blue tulip was also my favorite flower. But I guess MomOPrey and I share the tulip.
I went to Amsterdam and brought back tulip.
Yes, she brought back tulip bulbs from Amsterdam.
Which we planted.
I'm sure those are tulip bulbs and not some other plant.
They bloom every year.
John Araki with $1 super chat. Thank you so much, John Araki. Okay, MomOPrey.
Okay.
So.
You would like me to bring this over by you?
Yes, I guess I'd like to sing you a little.
Okay. Camera.
Yes. You'll be off camera, so.
But I hand you this.
I just hand it here because I had to get from MomOPrey. Being MomOPrey couldn't be here today since her and nephew OPrey still have the flu, although they are hopefully getting better.
I only brought one piece.
You brought one piece, okay. Yes. But this
you can show it, then I'll light. I'm not lighting it near your eyes.
This is to MomOPrey. This is MomOPrey's favorite cake, a chocolate mousse cake from the local bakery here that MomOPrey is quite fond of. So
I will light it.
You light it, MomOPrey, and hold it.
I hold it.
And I will sing it to you.
I can't get the light in your eyes.
Okay. And it is lit.
Okay.
Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear MomOPrey. Happy birthday to you. Oh, I love MomOPrey. Happy birthday. Make a wish, MomOPrey. Yay.
Thank you, everybody.
71 years old at 5:55 a.m.
Yes.
this morning. MomOPrey.
And may I say something?
Yes, of course, MomOPrey.
Okay. Well, I found out today that it is exactly at 71 years old, you start losing your brain power. I have forgotten so many things today. I asked Bird when he was having lunch if he wanted coffee. He does never drink coffee. I meant Coke. Oh, I'm being...
Not Ryan Johnson with a $25 super chat says donation says happy birthday MomOPrey and got kissing Dax. So happy birthdays to everybody today.
Oh,
Thanks to Not Ryan Johnson and kissing Dax.
all kidding aside, I really do thank everyone for all the birthday wishes. I'm doing my best not to lose my brain power, but I guess, could be worse things. Oh, they see it now on the screen.
But that's like 30 seconds ago.
Oh, okay. Well, Bird bought me packages.
Captain's log, stardate 7414.1.
On Governor
Our best
Roca,
estimates place us
which,
some 4 hours from
I
Earth.
have been, I won't say wasting my time at, but spending my time a great deal playing it. I enjoy the game. And let's face it, I don't really spend much on entertainment. But it was the best birthday present he could have gotten me. And I am going over there after my big mistake of going into a 250 million chip game that I thought was 250,000 and losing everything. I am now back up due to his birthday gift. So I'm going to go and be very careful I don't go near any of those big games again. Thank you, son. Love you.
You are welcome. Happy birthday.
And thank you, everyone in YouTube land. Or shall I say Karoga?
Karoga.
Karoga. Okay.
Karoga strong.
All right. Go back to your stream. Do you want to eat this now? Or I could be nasty and say, do you want to be like LDG and eat on screen?
LDG goes to restaurants and
Yes, he does.
and shows. So.
But on DJ's stream, it was obvious he was eating something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, it does look pretty good. But you cut that in half, maybe?
Cut it in half.
Yeah.
Okay, and bring it back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you again, John Araki, for another super chat. Greatly appreciated. So we know Mr. CCTV's sister, not quite as good at me as singing. Richie Poole says mistake number 3 was singing that song, the hippopotamus song, at all. Professor Brainy Speck says it wasn't a lie, you were just wrong. Mike Richards says, Bird of Prey, your packages were seized by the Taliban. Oh, jeez. Professor Cinnabon Bunny says 100%. 100%. Professor is taking a week to update his rigging program. Richie Poole says the real story. Jep Nerdy is under federal investigation for alleged rigging. Bird is testifying before the grand jury. Next. Professor Brainy Specs has been granted immunity and will turn state's evidence against his friend and partner in crime, John. Wow. Stanley says, looks like she probably tries hard. Tilly, yes. And Bird went from a 3 to a 6, says Stanley. What? 47 Yorktown uses his 26-month friend of Karoga membership to say, hello, young sir. Hello, 47. Kapla, good sir. Captain Fandom Nerd says, hello, Bird of Prey 5. Hello, and happy birthday to MomOPrey. Thank you, Captain. And MomOPrey thanks you as well. Richie Poole says, hey, I actually typed Jepnerdy, but got auto-corrected. I hate autocorrect. I hear you, Richie. And that's 47 Yorktown's membership chat. Richie Poole says, shut up, Wesley. John DeMargo says, I hope Deej feels better soon. So do I. Richie Poole says, get well soon to Deej. The Traveler says, happy birthday, MomOPrey. Best mom in Karoga. Oh, Sizzler says, wow, happy birthday, MomOPrey. Kapla, kapla, Syphilis. Glad you could make it. Richie Poole says, the blue tulip, nice. Filing away for future reference. Definitely do, Richie. The Traveler says, Bird of Prey, please no singing. My ears can't take it anymore. Well, don't restart the stream. That's all I can say, Traveler. I started the stream with the hippopotamus for Christmas song. And many more, says John DeMarco. Absolutely. The Traveler says, don't let Bird eat the cake. But it's such a good look at that. Look at this cake. Oh, it's the mousse. The mousse is Oh. Do I still have it on my mouth? No, I hope not. It's good, I'll be honest. This is good cake. I can't help myself. So this morning, and I hate to say this, but this morning on Captain MKG's stream, he's playing Risk. And I got a phone call from somebody claiming to be from Medicare. And I realized immediately they were a scammer, but I put it on speakerphone. I didn't explain to anybody what was going on because there was just no time. So I put the speakerphone to the microphone and I started answering their questions, and Captain MKG, thinking I forgot that I was on mic, muted me because he thought I was about to give away personal information, and I get it. And that was the right thing to do because he wasn't sure. And so obviously you better err on the side of caution. You don't want to let a friend give away a whole bunch of private info over your stream accidentally. Unfortunately for everybody else, though, I knew it was a scam, and I just went to town on this guy. It started where, yeah, you want me to confirm? I said, yeah, I confirm it all. But he's like, no, I need like the numbers. And then somehow it transitioned into, I was giving him my Chinese food order. Granted, it was like 9 a.m. Eastern, but I was ordering wonton soup and egg roll and this stuff and a side of white rice. And very important, he gives me the hot mustard. And the guy is just still trying to get me to verify, to verify these Medicare numbers. And I keep telling him I verified. I gave my thumbprint on my phone, but he couldn't seem to figure it out. Anyway, it was like going on 15 minutes, and I thought I was live on the stream. Towards the end, the guy started to get angry, and I demanded to speak to his manager and his supervisor. And then I don't know who he changed me to. I doubt it was his supervisor, but they claimed to be the supervisor. So then I had to go through everything again and again, give them my order. And I was wondering why they didn't need my phone number to get me my order. And then the supervisor started getting an attitude with me. So I demanded to speak to their supervisor, and they said they were the supervisor, and then I fired them on the phone. And then they hung up on me. And then I went back to Captain MKG's stream and realized I had been muted for the last 10 or 15 minutes. And I thought, okay, there was a small chance I had recorded it on my side, but apparently I didn't. The SD card had filled up some months ago. I hadn't looked at it. And so, unfortunately, no record existed. It was so funny, though. It was certainly one of the better ones of the year, and I really wish I could have played it back to you guys or put it up as a video. But it did get me to reformat the SD card. So if another call comes in the next foreseeable future, I'll have a better chance of having a recording of it, whether it comes in, whether I'm on a stream or not. So just a heads up. Although it's bad news for today, it's good news going forward. Let's see. Don't let bird eat the cake. Richie Poole with a cake emoji. John Araki says, question of the day from MomOPrey. What is the worst gift Bird has ever given you? The one he clearly phoned in. Meaning I didn't do a good job. And Evelyn Burkholder says, happy birthday to MomOPrey.
Oh, happy birthday. Say that.
MomOPrey says, happy birthday back to you, Eastland Burkholder. Absolutely. Happy birthday, Easton Burkholder, who shares the birthday?
Yeah.
Shares the birthday with MomOPrey. And MomOPrey remembers these things much better than I do, obviously. Happy birthday, Ethan. In fact, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eastland Burkholder. Happy birthday to you. And many more. MomOPrey is still thinking about the worst gift. There's nothing I ever gave MomOPrey that she didn't like, whether it was spaghetti statues or clay pots of whatever that I did in high school, junior high school, shop class, spice racks I built, or God knows. Nothing. In fact, even the time I decorated the bathroom with the stickers, the fluffy stickers I found under the sink. The fluffy, long, thin stickers that I found under the sink in the bathroom when I was 5 years old, 2 years old, and I decorated the bathroom walls with the stickers that turned out to be maxi pads. Even that, MomOPrey, was a gift. It was a work of art, she says. Unique work of art. It would be worth a lot of money today in the Carogan art market. Sidla says, yes, I'm a walking example of not getting regularly checked too. Speaking of taking health seriously, my cancer has a 90% plus cure when caught early enough. I hear you, Syphilis. One of the things Deej's stream was talking about last night that I was listening to in the middle of the night quite seriously was everybody was telling their horror stories getting colonoscopies. And unfortunately, Jedi Bill apparently is a scheduled colonoscopy soon. So he was getting really, really upset with it. And one of the guys on the stream just said he decided a long time ago he's never getting a colonoscopy. He'd rather, if he has to deal with it, cancer, he gets the cancer. I don't know. I don't know. Part of me feels like that, but then the saner part of me feels like if you got to do it, you just do it. Certainly, if you've got a family depending on you, you absolutely have to do it. You don't have that luxury. If you don't have a family depending on you, it's a harder sell, but well, I still think nobody wants to go through that. Nobody wants to go through that. It may be annoying to get ready to prepare for a colonoscopy. It may be really, really shitty situation, quite literally, but I guarantee you it's nothing compared to if you actually had to fight cancer. So to anybody who needs to get a colonoscopy, don't listen to the people who play up the days. Don't listen to people who play up the days of the day or two it takes to prepare. Okay? If you want to listen to somebody, listen to the people who didn't get one until it was too late. And listen to what they have to go through. And then you realize sitting on the toilet for a day isn't really that big a deal. John Aragi says, MomOPrey still more clear than Biden. MomOPrey in 2024. Absolutely. I'd vote MomOPrey. Eastland Burkholder says, so happy for MomOPrey, and she is happy for you, Eastland. We all are. Eastland says, MomOPrey is an encouragement to me. That is awesome. Moxie says, thank you, too. MomOPrey says, thank you. Moxley fans says, Bird of Prey, Kapla Bird. Happy birthday, MomOPrey. Hope you and the family are doing well today. Missed the intro. We the people. Moxley, at the beginning, I cut off Nicole DeBoer and I started singing Hippopotamus for Christmas. So you really didn't miss all that much. The Traveler says, MomOPrey for president, Bird as vice. I'd take that. Executive producer Sal Leibowitz says, Kapla Bird of Prey. Happy 50th anniversary of your 21st birthday, MomOPrey. That's it. It's her 50th anniversary of her 21st birthday. Mike Richards says, half a moose is better than no moose at all. Moose, yes. Cake, I get it now. Took a second, but I get it. Eastland says that James Brown happy birthday song is the best real birthday song. It did sound like your phone. Yes, MomOPrey. And Eastland has to replay the stream to hear the singing. If you want, Eastland. Professor Brainy Specs is Richie Poole. Stop getting your news from the Kuroga News Agency. They never get anything correct. Eastland says Kuroga News Agency spells things right. Bird of Prey, handsome guy. So says the Kuroga News Agency. Wow, I'm getting embarrassed. LDG says num 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 num. Yes, LDG likes to eat. Don't get me wrong. So do I. I'm gonna do some more LDGing on the stream and eat some more of this cake. I'm gonna numb it up. Mmm. Num 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 num. Oh, that's good. Good sugar spiking, but it's good. John Araki says, I wonder if the scam calls for made in Canada like there's Medicare in the States. I wonder, but I doubt it. Carlos A. Smith says, happy, beautiful birthday to MomOPrey. Thank you, Carlos A. Smith. Welcome to the channel. Seems to be a new name. John Araki says, all MomOPrey wants for her birthday is to hashtag ignore Chronos. I don't think she ever said that. LDG says, but we learned from LDG that doxing is okay. Bradley Briggs says, imagine getting off two of those scam call guys on the phone with each other at the same time without them knowing. I often wondered if I could ever connect the two. Dr. Alex says, Kapla, MomOPrey, and happy birthday, MomOPrey. Thank you, Dr. Alex. Sizzler says to Bradley Briggs, get them talking to each other. Yeah, and just listen in. Mr. Londell's Groovy Movies says scamming those scammers would make a great channel content. There are channels that do that. Frankly, they do it a lot better than I could do it. But every once in a while, when one calls in, it makes for a nice distraction. John Araki says today's bed life is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legend. No, it's not. John DeMarc, if anything, it'd be brought to you by Governor of Poker 3. By the way, I won a golden end of year golden spin token from a Governor of Poker 3 Twitter contest that they did last week, and I was one of 3 winners they picked, and I had my end of year spin token. I got 700,000 chips. I won with it. Syphilis confirms there's channels dedicated to that already. Easlin Burkle, this is thanks. Just returned to the stream. Got interrupted in real life. No problem, Easlin. I hope you heard I sang happy birthday to you, and MomOPrey thanks you for the happy birthday. Dr. Alex says, greetings, Professor and Miss Londell. Eastland is laughing at the bathroom stickers. Ever see the movie where the older brother says that a maxi pad is actually I think that means a bandage. Younger brother wears it on his head. I have not seen that movie, but I would say that. Syphilis is bird of prey. I can tell you now, a colonoscopy is nothing compared to this. Absolutely, Syphilis. I understand. I understand. And, as guys, especially, we have some fun with it sometimes, but don't, I get it. I get both sides, but the reality is, people who have cancer would take a colonoscopy every day for a year if they could go back and not have cancer. So it's still worth it. It's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs. Hey, Courtney. Says colonoscopy is a walk in the park. The prep is worse. Hi. Absolutely, Courtney. And it was the prep that we were talking about, that the prep is scaring people. And I just want to say that don't let the prep scare you, because God forbid you actually get cancer when it could have been prevented from the prep. Then the prep is nothing. Okay, it's a joke. It's a walk in the park. compared to what you have to go through. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says the trick for getting a colonoscopy is requesting anesthesia. Yeah, I mean, these days they put you out, you get it, it's over, you wake up, it's done, you go home. Yeah, people were saying they used to get it without anesthesia. Yeah, I could get it. Okay, it's quite unpleasant. I'm sure it is, but these days, and I'm sure that they've got to have gotten the camera down smaller than it was even a decade ago, 5 years ago. So as long as you've got a place that does pretty regular medicine, got pretty up to date technology, I'm sure it's not that big a deal. Gorilla says, did Burgess do a pun? I've been known to do a pun from time to time. Yes. Oh, the shitty. Was that was the pun? I didn't even consider that a pun. Miss Londell says, hey to Dr. Alex Eastland, I'm 60 years old, not wiser, but smarter than I used to be. Well, smarter is better than nothing. Gorilla, but still a kid, says MomOPrey. Gorilla says, happy birthday to MomOPrey. Thank you, Gorilla. And guys, check out Gorilla. He's been doing some streams talking about some semi-serious stuff, serious stuff too, to the YouTube community. Aravic Saunders says, Kapla Bird, happy birthday to MomOPrey. Thank you, Aravic. Courtney says, happy birthday to you, to Eastland, I assume. LDG again is going num 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 num. And says, hi everyone, says it's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs. By the way, Courtney, I think it's time. You're a well-known YouTube personality here. So here's your wrench, Courtney. If you ever want to post a link to one of your streams or your channel, you are always free to. Eastland says, okay, share good news. I have moved house, as the Brits say, and love my 1977 RV camper trailer. Weather here is very nice. Very cool, Eastland. Very cool. I'm glad you're somewhere where the weather is nice. Syphilis says, congrats to Eastland. As new home, I can hear the coyotes and other wildlife. Oh, very cool, Eastland. Whereabouts in the country are you, if you don't mind me asking? Eastland, did that change? Syphilis has never had a colonoscopy without anesthesia. Well, this particular person who reported having it without anesthesia said that they didn't know that they needed somebody to drive them home, so they went to the colonoscopy alone, and they wouldn't do it with anesthesia and let them drive home because they needed somebody to, you're not supposed to drive for a few hours after you've had the anesthesia. And so the person just agreed to have it without anesthesia rather than doing the prep a second day and coming back another time. Richie Pools is PunOPrey 5. Sidless says, I've never even had to ask, they just give it. I think it's pretty much the way it's done these days. You'd have to ask to not have it. Courtney says, oh goodness, no anesthesia, no thank you, especially having polyps removed. Yikes. The Random Menace says, no more VHS cameras for colonoscopy. I don't think they have to put the whole VHS camera up anymore. Gorilla says, thanks, no problem, Gorilla. You've certainly earned it. Richie Poole says, can I live stream my colonoscopy while it happens? You know what, Richie? I don't understand why more people don't do it. I'm guessing the doctors have a problem with it. And it's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs says, thank you for the wrench. I have been taking a break from my channel due to health issues and divorce, but my divorce is finalized at least, so a little less stress. I am so sorry to hear you had to get divorced, Courtney, but I hope it opens up a new chapter of your life, a better chapter, and I hope you get back to streaming or doing videos whenever you can. But glad to hear you're happy. Yes, MomOPrey. Right now, MomOPrey.
Give me all their
MomOPrey needs all your luck, all your good vibes, positive vibes. She's gonna spin. She's spinning a chip, a token to get a number of chips in her game. A governor of poker. If you, with luck, she could get. She got a multiplier of 2. So now, how many chips you gonna get? She's gonna get double the chips she would have had, which is the first time she's had a multiplier.
120 million chips.
120 million chips for MomOPrey times 2. Or is that 120 million in total?
With 120 million total.
Okay, 120 million total. So 60 million times 2, 120 million chips for MomOPrey. It worked. Thank you guys. That's, and she still has 4 more of those chips to spin, but she's not going to do them right now. Yes. No.
Right.
Okay.
No.
This is the link to Gorilla's channel. That's the link to Gorilla's channel. Ethan Burkholder says, please drop the link. I hope that link works. Evelyn's sending good vibes. Sithla is sending vibes. Positive vibes from Courtney. Woohoo. Yes, it worked. Professor Brainy Speck says it was a dirty trick that Governor of Poker did steal those chips from MomOPrey.
Yes.
And that's a good day back for MomOPrey. Indeed, says Celeste. Indeed. I was happy to see that she got a good spin. 120 million chips. Pretty much brings her halfway back in one spin. So
Yes.
that's good.
The other spins more.
The other spins, yeah. So she's, but I mean, she's better off than where she was before it started. But she would have been all the better for her birthday gifts, regardless. So, yeah, a big happy birthday to MomOPrey. Again, another happy birthday to Eastland. And anyone else, December's a busy birthday month for me, well, for the family. SisOPrey, of course, had a birthday December 5th. MomOPrey had birthday today. I have an uncle who has a birthday on Christmas, a cousin who has a birthday right before Christmas, a cousin uncle who has a birthday right before Christmas, even though he doesn't want me to call him uncle, but whatever.
Yeah, that's a story.
That's another story. Couple of friends who have birthdays throughout the month. Actually, several friends who have birthdays. A good friend who has birthday was this week. Another good friend who has a birthday on the 30th. A lot of December birthdays out there. So anyway. girl I liked in high school had a birthday on December 6th. Always remember it because it was the day after MomOPrey's birthday. Bought her a balloon once. She took the balloon, didn't give a shit about anything else. Fuck her. Whatever. Captain Phantom Nerd says, my birthday is the day after Christmas. Happy birthday coming up for Captain Phantom Nerd. Yeah, I know a lot of December birthdays out there. Sizzler says, do these spin tokens have an expiry like those other ones did? No, these spin tokens are good forever. Pretty much. These are multi-XL spin tokens. Courtney subbed and says, wow, our family is like that with May birthdays. Yeah. Our family is like, May is like not so much birthdays, but anniversaries and other, there's some birthdays. A lot of important May days. Courtney says, happy early birthday to Captain Phantom Nerd. Excuse me. Professor says it's Captain's Phantom Nerd on December 26th. Absolutely, Professor. Absolutely. Let us go to the web browser. That's where I was singing the hippopotamus. December 16th, other days that December 16th are known for, apparently. It's National Chocolate Covered Anything Day, from potato chips to strawberries and ants. Oh, God. Why did they have to ruin it? Chocolate Covered Anything Day. National Ugly Sweater Day. I don't have any sweaters anymore. I used to have sweaters, a fair number of them, none of them ugly. Every one of my sweaters was nicer than the one before. It's amazing. I'm never going to pretend to attempt to pronounce that one or give a shit about this one. I have no idea. Barbie and Barney Blacklash Day. I don't even know what the fuck that means. It's the day of reconciliation. The day of reconciliation has helped bring harmony to a region still after decades of injustice. I don't want to click this because I know this has nothing to do with the United States, but let me click it. South Africa, of course. South Africa, well, listen, to the people of South Africa, good luck. Kazakhstan Independence Day. That sounds a lot like Kurdistan Independence Day, which of course is just fake. There's no such place as Kurdistan. National Underdog Day. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the way we celebrate these unrecognized heroes. If you're an underdog, today is your day. Not to be confused with the hopeless cause. I'm a much bigger fan of hopeless causes, and I know St. Jude, the patron saint of the hopeless cause. I didn't know that at the time growing up, but growing up, St. Jude was the local church for my little section of Brooklyn. Not that I ever went there as far as I can remember, except once or twice as a Boy Scout or a Cub Scout for one or two meetings that took place in the church basement. But it was only later, years later, after, I think after high school, later in college sometime, did I find out St. Jude was the patron saint of hopeless causes, and it just made my life seem to make all that much more sense at that point. And I was the hopeless cause. It's Stupid Toy Day. Did you ever spend 8 hours a day sustaining the life of a Tamagotchi? Happy Stupid Toy Day. Of course, they use pictures of Mr. Potato Head, which is not a stupid toy. I mean, it's the exact opposite of a stupid toy. It's one of the most successful toys of all time, but I guess whatever. Another underdog day, do we really need two of them? And the J. DeWas, Indian Armed Forces veterans and citizens pay tribute to and remember the sacrifices of their soldiers. So I guess that's Indian Soldiers Day. Yeah, not a ton of interesting days. It's December 16th. I think MomOPrey's birthday outshines them all. The chocolate cup.
Yeah. Fell on the right day.
Chocolate covered anything day.
Favorite candy?
Yes.
And I said, any chocolate.
Any chocolate.
That's today.
No, not knowing that today was chocolate covered anything day. It's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs says, I'll celebrate chocolate anything as long as it's dark chocolate. I also like the dark chocolate. MomOPrey, however, milk chocolate. So MomOPrey not a fan of the dark chocolate. Moxley fans says Bird of Prey chocolate covered cherries. Oh, Dad O'Prey loved the chocolate covered cherries. I like them too, but Dad O'Prey loved them. For a man who didn't eat fruit of any type ever, chocolate covered cherries, I think, was as close as he got. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would occasionally eat like an apple pie.
He would occasionally eat like an apple pie, but never fresh fruit. Dad O'Prey. It's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs says Borat. It's a great hospital too. I play Pokemon Go, which is pretty stupid, but I love it. Well, that's not a toy. That's a game. Very different. Arosa 0877 Kapla Arosa says happy birthday. Thank you so much. Thank you. MomOPrey thanks you. She's off camera, but she is here. It's Courtney has to go. Much love and best luck to all. Thank you so much. It's Courtney. Thanks for stopping in. Let's go check the news today. What do we got? Governor Hochul vetoes Stop the Chop bill that would have limited New York City helicopter traffic. So sure, we got plenty of new helicopters flying around New York City. Kathy Hochul doesn't foresee any new taxes in 2023 New York budget. Sure, I believe that as much as I believe Joe Biden has the cure for cancer. But I'm waiting. It would be nice if he would release it. Mr. Biden, you did promise. I've got you on video. Harrison Ford loves his craft, and 1923 tested his limit. I think it comes out today, right? Doesn't 1923 premiere today? Yeah, okay. Well, that's something we can look out and watch later or tomorrow, MomOPrey. The premiere of 1923 debuting Sunday on Paramount Plus. 18th. Okay, so this weekend. Oh, guys, if you watched Yellowstone, by the way, if anybody who watches Yellowstone has yet to watch this most recent episode, I'm not going to spoil it, obviously, but there was so much soot in the air for this most recent episode. One piece of paper towel wasn't enough. My eyes were tearing up to the point MomOPrey thought there was something wrong. And I was like, no, it's just all the soot in the air, MomOPrey. How could I not? How could I not tear up? And there's a lot of similarities between Klingons and cowboys. Let's say that much. There's a lot of similarities between Klingons and cowboys. If I couldn't be a Klingon, I'd want to be a cowboy. And I think that my father and his father, they probably would have liked to be cowboys too. Definitely my grandfather. I mean, he walked around New York City dressed as a cowboy before it was popular to do so. He that's why he bought the Adirondack property. He always wanted to have horses up there, and he had the belt buckles and the he had multiple places and multiple houses, um, bull horns, just on the walls, on the ceilings. Uh, really, he had a big picture of who was it? Clint Eastwood with the cowboy hat in the upstairs bedroom.
Oh God, it was somebody.
Yeah, I think it was Clint. Yes. Yeah, he would always wear cowboy hats and the Spurs Western shirts. The string tie. Papa O'Prey. And I think Dad O'Prey probably would have been pretty happy to be a cowboy too. They always liked Bonanza. Dun 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 dun. The Ponderosa. They always used to pretend that the Adirondack house was the Ponderosa. It really was for the family. The lower 40. That's why Yellowstone. That's why we love Yellowstone, because it's like I see my family in it. I mean, it's yeah. I mean, if things were a little different and they got to this country 100 years earlier and headed west to Oregon and stopped along the way and put down a trail rather than come when they did and start a used car lot and had to go buy land in upstate New York. But that's the kind of thing they would have loved to do. The big open country, the mountains, the rivers. That was the life they wanted. At least they thought they wanted. I don't know. I'm sure living it 24/7 is different than living it a few days a year, but that was always something we were growing up. I don't know, taught to enjoy, but we just did enjoy. That was the goal. And now we're watching Yellowstone. I mean, it is what it is. So anyway, if you watch Yellowstone, don't be surprised. Keep some towels or some paper towels or some tissues nearby, because you could get some soot in the air. And if you have a soul, if you have any soul whatsoever, you might just start tearing up in a certain spot. And I love the Duttons. Gotta love the Duttons. Mike Richards says, my wife loved chocolate covered cherry. They are quite delicious, Mike Richards. She had excellent taste. Courtney says, if you want to maybe laugh sometimes, please check out my channel. Awesome, everybody. Check out It's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs channel. Please do, please subscribe. And happy holidays of peace. Thank you, Courtney. Ms. Lundell says, soot from the burning impound yard. Actually, the burning police impound yard in Brooklyn, that soot, that was a different kind of soot. We got that too, yeah. For those who don't know, a police impound yard in Brooklyn, like, I don't know, 15 miles away, maybe as the crow flies, was burning all week. An explosion or something happened there, and hundreds of vehicles and tons of evidence to be used against criminals was just burned up, including a lot of drugs, a lot of stolen items, a lot of everything, all up in smoke, all up in smoke. A lot of people, a lot of guilty people got lucky, and their cases are going to be dismissed because all the evidence that was against them, physical evidence, is now gone. I don't think they wore assless chaps, Gorilla. No, cowboys don't have two ding-a-ling-lings. Random Menace. Mike Richards says there would be less soot if MomOPrey upgraded his coal-powered computer. Listen, okay, it's clean coal. Richie Poole says, whom in your family is like Beth? That's our problem, Richie. We don't really have a Beth. If we did, that would keep the family, keep the property in the family longer. But
We have
so yeah, the closest we have is MomOPrey, and although MomOPrey is certainly able to protect herself and her family, she is nowhere near as mean as Beth. Wordle, no, I have not yet done Wordle, Syphilis, thank you. I will do Wordle now. Daniel's Hot Topics says, hello, Bird. How are you tonight? We're good, Daniel. It's MomOPrey's birthday, so we're wishing her a happy birthday, Daniel. I saw you were so upset, Daniel, at the news that Superman, the guy, the guy who plays Superman is out. I'm sorry to hear that you were upset with that, Daniel. I know a lot of people are upset that the guy who plays Superman is out. Personally, I don't care because I just not that big into Superman, into comic book movies at all, and the DC ones less so. But it's unfortunate because he was at least a competent Superman, and let's face it, at this point, the chances are more than likely they're going to replace him with somebody less competent and probably less male. Not meaning that they're incompetent because they're not male, but what the fuck would be a less than male Superman be? I mean, it's just ridiculous. All right, it's Wordle time. I will play it myself, and if you want to play along, please do. Apologies if I spoil it for you. What hint, MomOPrey? Oh no, think colonoscopy. I don't want that. Okay, well, I already put in the word along. Let's see if that gives us anything. We've got an O in the right spot and nothing else. MomOPrey thinks colonoscopy. See, this makes it even harder. I should have turned down. Why do I think there's more than one O? Let's try. No, um, let's see. P O E. No, we need to do that. O. Uh, two tools. I don't. Oh no, we already used L. God damn it. Took tune tunes. No, we already used N. Tunes. Let's see. Now, nothing there, but okay. P. Um, hmm. Hmm. Okay, so there's no two O's. Let's see. This does a lot of vowels, but and we already did the A, the O, so we need the IE. Uh, uh, fr, fra, fro, fra. We already did the S. God damn it.
Oh shit. I kind of walked away in the middle of the game.
MomOPrey walked away in the middle of a game. Fr, frown. FROW. We already did N. Frownk. Fronk. Frowned. No, that's not a word. Throat. Fro. Fro. Damn it. Some days it's so easy. Some days it's so not. Okay, let's just use some letters. B I B I O biome voice 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 block block BLOCK. No, we already used. Okay, B is somewhere. Um, okay, I gotta put the oxygen back on so my brain works. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got a B. The B is not at the beginning. The B, where would a B be released? Oh, probably after the O. So OBE. Yeah, I guess it's OBE. So X, whatever. OBE. Okay, we know it's not an X. Probe. Probe. Yeah, there it is. There it is. That has to do with a fucking... See, I put the oxygen in 2 seconds. 2 seconds, I got it. Okay, I guess I should have had the oxygen in a little sooner. Sorry about that. Oh, I see lots of hints about Wordle in there. Lots of hints. Oh boy, no. Daniel asked, did I hear the news? I assume that's the news you were talking about, the Superman. Professor Brainy Specs is Bird. You will have a whale of a time with Wordle, the whale probe. Daniel's Hot Topic says, happy birthday, MomOPrey. Thank you, Daniel. The Random Menace's Wordle hint is Star Trek and colonoscopy. See, if I had heard that one, I probably would have got it. Richie Poole says that guy is pretty good in Witcher 2. Henry Cavill, is that his name? Random Man says, I saw a post, Will Wheaton for Superman on Twitter. I saw that too. Richie Poole says, whale and colonoscopy. I know what it is. John DeMarco says, this Wordle will be quite a voyage home for Bird. LDG's done in 5. Interesting word. Richie Poole says, space aliens use this on their human subjects. Miss Lindell says, got it in 4. So did I. Got it in 4. LDG says, think, recite. Recite. He knows it. Daniel's Hot Topic says, it's so sad James Gunn and David Zaslav will reboot the whole DC universe. The Flash will be going back to bring Michael Keaton Batman to the DCEU. Keaton was going to be in the DCEU, but now he won't. Professor says, too bad Bird isn't reading the great hints in the chat. Whale of a good time. They are not the hell you're well. Well, says Miss Lindell. MomOPrey was going to say George and Grace. That would have been more appropriate. But thank you, MomOPrey, and I did get it. Let the record show I got it as soon as I put the oxygen back in. Okay, let's check out the news. We were doing that before. Brittany Griner breaks silence following Russian prisoner swap. Vows to return for upcoming WNBA season. Oh boy. Aren't everybody going to be interested in that? How could they even go on without her? Gigantic quake recorded on Mars was as powerful as all others combined. Sounds like probably a meteor hit it if I had to guess. When was this? A tremendous record-breaking quake rocked Mars in May of this year, was at least 5 times larger than the previous record holder. It's unclear what the source of the quake was, but it was definitely peculiar. In addition to being the most powerful quake recorded yet on Mars, it was also the longest by a significant amount, shaking the red planet for 10 hours. The energy released by this single Mars quake was equivalent to the cumulative energy from all other Mars quakes we've seen so far. Although the event was over 2,000 kilometers distant, the waves recorded at InSight were so large they almost saturated our seismometer. Oh my God. The new analysis of the quake, published in Geophysical Research Letters, set at magnitude 4.7. The previous was a 4.2. That might not sound like a big quake by Earth standards, but the most powerful quake ever recorded tipped to magnitude around 9.5. But for a planet that has been thought seismically inactive until NASA InSight probe started recording its interior in early 2019, it's impressive. Probably. Okay, so there's earthquakes on Mars. Hundreds of tourists stranded in Machu Picchu amid Peru protests. Machu Picchu, that's where MomOPrey went that time. The city, the lost city up in the Andes Mountains. I think it's the Andes. Oh no, hippo swallows 2-year-old boy alive in Uganda. Oh no. Oh no, and I just wanted a hippo for Christmas. A 2-year-old boy was partially swallowed alive by a hippopotamus, is recovering. Okay. After a man stoned the animal to set the boy free, police in Africa said. According to the Ugandan police force, the attack took place December 4th in western Uganda, about half a mile from Lake Edward in the KC district. The boy, identified as Paul Iga, was playing near his home when he was grabbed by the amphibious animal, which then swallowed half the child's body. Police say a bystander watched the attack take place and threw stones at the hippo in an attempt to stop the attack. It took the bravery of one Crispus Bagoza, who was nearby, to save the victim after he stoned the hippo and scared it, causing it to release the victim from its mouth. I gotta say, it sounds like one hungry, hungry hippo.
Oh, God.
It had to be said, MomOPrey. It had to be said. The boy was taken to hospital for treatment, where he was vaccinated for rabies as a precaution. What the fuck? Hippos can get rabies? Oh my God. Could you imagine a rabid hippo? A rabid hippo running around Africa? Oh my God. I never in my wildest dreams thought hippos could get rabies. Oh my, that is not good. That opens up a whole new world of insults. Like I wish you get stuck in a box with a rabid hippo, a shipping container. They should lock you in a shipping container with a rabid hippo. Jesus Christ. Police said this was the first incident where a hippo strayed out of Lake Edward and attacked a young child. Although the hippo was scared back into the lake, all residents near animal sanctuaries and habitats should know wild animals are very dangerous. Police continued in the release. Instinctually, wild animals see humans as a threat, and any interaction can cause them to act strangely or aggressively. A formidable threat. Hippos are the third largest living land mammal, not behind Tilly. Life Sciences says growing to over 10 feet long and 5 feet tall while weighing between 3,000 and nearly 10,000 pounds. The National Library of Medicine explains hippos are aggressive and dangerous, and when paired with their size and hunger, it makes them a formidable threat to other animals. Hippos are powerful animals whose canine teeth, used for fighting off predators or other hippos, can reach 20 inches in length. With their African wildlife predators, these defensive traits are often necessary. Do hippos eat meat? Everything you need to know. Hippos eat a variety of things, including grass, and are mostly herbivores. A 2015 study by the Mammal Review shows hippo occasionally feed on live animal carcasses. Feed on animal carcasses and more omnivorous behavior. Yes, I think eating a 2-year-old certainly qualifies. Look at that face. Look at that face. It doesn't look like it's going to eat a child. I don't know. Mike Richards has confirmed Mars is allergic to probes. LTG says, oh my God. Richie Fool says, I knew there was a reason Bird had to sing that stupid hippo song. I didn't know this was in the news when I sang the song. LDG is not a rabid hippo. At least I don't think he is. 47 Yorktown says, rabid hippo. Now we know what 2023 will give us. You know, the days when we have to run from rabid hippos running down the street. I think only then will we really regret giving away our Second Amendment. Okay? For 200 years, the United States did not have to fear the rabid hippo running down our streets. But once we give up the Second Amendment and gun control comes, the rabid hippos, they're right around the corner. War on free speech. Twitter ban decisions are arbitrary and capricious. Capricious? Whatever. Gizmodo, first look at lightweight MetaQuest competitor. Blah, blah, blah. 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 Blah, blah, blah. Jilted Witcher and Superman actor Henry Cavill doing a Warhammer 40K series. There you go. For me, Star Trek Prodigy changes perspectives in Mindwalk. I haven't watched it yet. Record companies hit optimum with billion-dollar BitTorrent piracy lawsuit. Oh, record companies, not record number of companies. Donald Trump's major announcement is a cringy line of $99 NFTs of himself. Actually, he also had a free speech announcement too, but why would you give them both at the same time? You know what's going to happen. They're just going to make fun of you. Elon Musk launches a manhunt after alarming incident. That was interesting. And Yellowstone 1923 review. I guess this person had an early copy. In 1923, Dutton family, which is now headed by Jacob Harrison Ford, and his wife Kara are faced with several challenges, including a crew of violent sheepmen led by the vicious Banner, who will not stop grazing on their territory. Meanwhile, the family's wayward son, Spencer, hasn't been home since World War I, makes a living hunting rogue lions in Africa, but may need to return sooner than later. Interesting. Who would have thought Yellowstone would spawn such a strong franchise? No, I did. When is it? Does it say? It's Sunday, right? Well, I'm going to look forward to seeing it. See Harrison Ford in something that's not going to suck, hopefully, unlike seeing him in Indiana Jones 5, which is pretty much guaranteed to suck. Maybe Maybe Harrison Ford will end up best remembered for playing a cowboy, a a rancher. Blood transfusion doesn't transfer COVID-19 vaccine. How can they know that for sure? Whatever. A sign that tuition is too high. Some colleges are slashing it in half. If they can cut it in half and still make money and stay in business, then I think, yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, now that the Donald Trump sells out of NFT trading cards. So, interesting. Okay. Well, I guess it's time to go to Dear Bot then. Let's head over to Dear Bot. What do we got? Ms. Lundell says crocodiles won't go near them until they are dead, meaning hippopotamuses. Daniel's Hot Topic says that's one big hippo. It's drooling. Ew. Eastland says a rabid hippo might not be much different. Hippos are very temperamental and very territorial. And yes, hippos eat me. Daniel says Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny will be awesome. I feel it. Potentially has time travel, which is interesting, or maybe there will be some flashbacks to World War II. All the same, it's going to be great. Good for you, Daniel. Good luck with that. Richie Poole says Harrison Ford played a great role as a cattle rancher in Cowboys and Aliens. Absolutely. That was a decent movie. Dear Bob. Yes, Dear Bob. And we've got some emails from Rock Solid in here too. Dear Bob, does pineapple belong on pizza? This moron weighs in and he has a lot to weigh. Now we've got a YouTube short. Me personally, I don't think I'd put pineapple on pizza, but I'm the type of guy who would fight for your right to put pineapple on your pizza, even though I don't want pineapple on my pizza. It's Rock Solid. Pineapple from Jay at Square Pegs. He got a pineapple. So Rock Solid says pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. And this guy sent him a pineapple because obviously he does. So very cool. Dear Bob, do you like the nightlife? When I could walk, I mean, when I could walk, yeah, to a point. Though truth is, I generally like to sleep and wake up early, so I wasn't that much into the nightlife, but yeah, I enjoyed it when I could. These days, zero interest. These days, zero interest. I go to sleep by, well, often it ends up being closer to 10:30 or 11, but I would just assume fall asleep at 9 p.m. and be done with it. But we gotta, gotta brush teeth, gotta sometimes wash, gotta sometimes change things, gotta adjust myself in the bed, gotta change sheets sometimes. So from the time I actually make the decision to actively say, okay, it's time to go to sleep, until the time that I'm done and MomOPrey is done with me and we actually get to sleep, could be 30 minutes, an hour, hour and a half, sometimes longer. So there is no nightlife. For me, nightlife is waking up in the middle of the night and needing to use the Geloja machine. But if I was physically able, yeah, I would. I'd like the nightlife once a week, once every 2 weeks, sure. Not all the time. Not all the time. I was one girl, I wouldn't call her my girlfriend. We went out on a few dates and she was very much a nighttime person. Like she didn't even go out till after like 11 p.m. Like like when I'd be going home, she would first be going out, and I couldn't keep up. I couldn't keep up. I didn't like her all that much, truth be told. But it was something different. Well, I was told that wouldn't hurt me to try something different, and it was different, all right. Gary Kasser says, "Thank you for ending Esri early. I really appreciate the fact you kept that fake Dax off the screen. Damn it, Rock Solid, you do not make it easy to keep Soft Putty away. You do not make it easy."
Excuse me.
Yes, MomOPrey.
If Mr. Lundell is still there,
If Miss Lundell is still here, I'm not. Yeah, he is. Yes.
what do you think of 2023? Will it be better or worse than 2022?
Mr. Lundell, MomOPrey wants to know what you think of 2023. Do you think if it will be better or worse than 2022?
Because so far he's been right the last few years. Do we have any shot at getting better?
Because you've been right the last few years. Eastland Burkholder says the Krogan News Agency says no connection between Emperor Hippo's song and 2-year-olds being attacked by Hippo, and it was not a religious sacrifice. Teasing. Daniels is still waiting for sequels to Cowboys and Aliens and Jason X. Reggie Poole says Rock Solid's cap is just wrong. Dan Ben says hello, Dan Ben. Miss Lundell says bird at a disco. Imagine the possibilities. Dan Ben says, isn't New York known as a city that never sleeps? It is, Dan Ben. And like we were going around to like clubs that I'd heard of but didn't like knew they really existed. And rather than going like in the main entrance, she like knew all the back doors and shit. And like we were going in like through the kitchen of an adjoining restaurant, and it led us into this back door of this very popular club, and she knew everybody and just she was pulling me through like literally into the place. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. She ended up having a fight with some other chick in the kitchen of a fucking restaurant. She's throwing bottles and shit at this other girl who's yelling and screaming at her about something. I couldn't even understand what the fuck they were yelling about, but I knew it wasn't my fight. She didn't want me involved. I just kind of stood there, and they were going back and forth screaming like they were pulling hair and shit. Like this was like a full-on fucking cat fight going on like in front of me, and I couldn't believe this was happening. And she finally like told this woman off, and she ran away, and we went into the club, and I'm thinking, what did I get myself into? This is not what I signed up for. But yeah, it was interesting. Miss Lindell says worse. I don't see the Republicans living up to their promises, and Democrats are going to punk them at every opportunity.
I was thinking worse.
That's what MomOPrey was thinking too. Worse too. Rock Solid says, my best wishes and heartfelt prayers on your birthday. May God bless you and keep you safe always.
Thanks.
May God never stop showering you with his blessings. May you have a blessed day today and always. May God warm your heart and grant peace to you, not only on your birthday, but for every single day of your life. Know that you are always in my prayers, and I wish the best for you. I pray you are bestowed with everlasting joy in life. May the smile of today be forever on your face. May God answer all your prayers and fill your life with happiness and smiles. I wish you a very happy birthday. Happy birthday, MomOPrey. God bless you and keep you happy. MomOPrey says, this is so nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It is a very nice prayer for MomOPrey. And thank you, Rock Solid. Makes me feel a little bad about what I said a minute ago. Did you enjoy your first cat fight? It wasn't my first. I was just the closest and most unexpected. I was in the kitchen it was a commercial kitchen. Really couldn't enjoy it. Daniel's Hot Topics is remember that episode where Esri Dax was introduced. Remember at the end of the episode, everyone on the promenade was looking at Esri, and Jake says it's Esri Dax, and Worf says that's not Dax. I think he said impossible, but yeah. Yeah. Richie Poole says the Dems are going to own the conservatives. Yes, but Richie, Kristen Sinema is leaving the party. All the good Democrats are leaving the party.
We need a third party.
Oh shit! I'm not on the Dear Bop screen. I'm on the. Well, MomOPrey wants a third party. The Common Sense Party. MomOPrey wants the Common Sense Party. Miss Londell says, Richie, you'll be the worst for it. You just don't realize it yet. Probably never will. Well, time will tell. Time will tell. Daniel says that's the same thing TNG fans said about DS9. The younger new millennial fans got into DS9. They showed their parents who were into TNG, and they saw the Dominion War and got offended. I don't know if it was quite like that. And they said that was not Star Trek. I don't know if that's how it worked out, Daniel, but it's possible. Dear Bob, okay, excuse me. Dear Mr. Joe DiBiase, my name is Yoshioku Sanikai. I am president and CEO of Cyberdyne Inc. Your medical records came up as potential candidate for testing our new hybrid assistive lab exoskeleton suit for fully disabled persons. HAL X200, Hybrid Assistive Limb Experimental, is the world's first technology that improves, supports, enhances, and regenerates wearers' physical functions according to the wearer's intentions. Because of this feature, it's also called wearable cyborg. When a person tries to move, the brain signals, blah, 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 blah. You may be asking yourself why you've been selected for this wonderful trial. Your name and contact information were written down in our showroom trials in Los Angeles by an unknown source. We've selected not only for your disability, but also the fact you have an engineering degree. We would like feedback on you for the HAL X200. Please view these links for more information. Our representative from our will mail you more information if you choose to expect our offer. And they mean accept our offer. And cyberdyne.com, HAL treatment, free trials. Thank you for your time. Sincerely, President and CEO of Cyberdyne Inc., Yoshiyuki Sankai. For legal reasons, I'm required to inform you that data from the HAL2X models will send wireless information to our Sky network for data collection that might be used for other projects. These may or may not be military robots. So I'm supposed to control a military robot. Meet Hal. Where's Hal? Conveniently, there's no picture. Oh, do we have a picture? That is an interesting thing, but I am not really interested in strapping something like this to myself. Yeah. Maybe soon something like that will be useful. Thank you for the interest. Professor Brainy Speck says, Bird of Prey, how many times today have you watched Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull? At least 4, I'm sure. None. Dear Bob, the saying, holy infant, so tender and mild, does it imply that there's a cursed infant that's chewy and spicy? I've never heard of that saying. Is that a saying, MomOPrey? Huh?
Yes.
Holy infant, so tender and mild? Is that like for baby Jesus or something? Part of a song. A Christmas carol. Oh. I've never heard of it, so it doesn't exist. I would assume that there is a cursed infant, though. There's for every yin, there's a yang. Dear Bob, should I take my Let It Snow wreath down? It hasn't stopped snowing since I put it up. For the love of God, man, take it down. Unless you're in a place that's in a drought, then leave it up. Dear Bob, do you know why the most liberal journalists won't code HTML? They become horrified when they learn HTML is binary. HTML isn't binary, though. I get it's a joke, but I wouldn't see anything in HTML that's actually binary. Color codes are hexadecimal. Professor Brainy Spack says, Bird of Prey. No, I already read that. Richie Poole, Professor says, Richie Poole, you're a good guy. As long as we can disagree civilly, we are doing well. Mike Richards says, I am Iron Bird. If I put on that suit, I guess so. Richie Poole says, Bird of Prey secretly loves Crystal Skull, and for good reason. It's a great flick. Okay, now Richie Poole, you've really gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Got a lot of Dear Bobs. Dear Bob, Father Moxley fan here. By the way, no, I'm not really a priest. How to perform an exorcism. 1, get a super soaker. 2, fill it with holy water. 3, move to Oregon. Father Moxley. That is a solid way of doing an exorcism, Father Moxley. I will keep it in mind. Dear Bob, Why do you lie so much? You claim you don't have any sweaters. You most certainly do. Man sweaters are sweaters. It's in the name. Man sweaters are sweaters. It's in the name. Sweaters? Sweaters? Man sweaters? What the hell's a man sweater? I mean, I've got a guess, but I've never heard of that. Dear Bob, Joey, have you ever been in a Turkish prison? Clarence, over. Over, under. Roger. Airplane, it's a great movie. Airplane, it's a great movie. Joey, do you like movies about gladiators? Clarence, over. Dear Bob, Joey, do you ever hang around the gymnasium? Clarence, over. No, in fact, it's one of the reasons I never go to gyms. Too many people of a persuasion that I don't have a problem with. I just don't want them looking at me like that. Well, don't worry, they're not looking at you like that. Bull fucking shit. They look at everything like that. Okay? Like I'm a man. Look at women like that, even ugly women. Even ugly women. I look at them like, eh. Dear Bob, Joey, have you ever seen a grown man naked? Unfortunately, a couple of times. Never by choice. Dear Bob, talking about soot in the eye, if this doesn't hit you hard, you've never said goodbye to a great dog. Well, I'm not going to watch a TikTok video of a poor passing dog. I mean, look at it quick. Imagine going to heaven and God says, I have someone that's been waiting for you. And it's your dog. Well, I already expect them to be there, so you got it. Your fur ID, your fur is the man sweater. Oh, my chest hair and my body hair is the man sweater. I get it. Gorilla, so HTML is non-binary. No, binary doesn't figure into it one way or the other. The Traveler says, didn't Cyberdyne or whatever make Skynet in Terminator 2? I do believe they did. I do believe they did. Eagle Rider, Rosetta says, happy birthday to MomOPrey. Thank you so much, Eagle Rider. Guys, check out Eagle Rider. She's got the subscribers. She needs some extra hours watching time to get monetized. Please help out if you can. The numbers, the subscribers are there. We just need some watch hours. Dear Bob, I hate to break it to you, but all chaps are assless. I knew that, actually. They wouldn't be chaps. They'd be pants if they were full. They'd be, yes, Mama.
Behind you?
Yes, there's no camera.
I don't know what's making her crazy.
Dear Bob, waiting at the gate, I explained to St. Peter, I'd rather stay here, just outside the pearly gate. I won't be a nuisance. I won't even bark. I'll be very patient and wait. I'll be right here chewing a celestial bone, no matter how long you may be, 'cause I'd miss you too much if I went in alone. It wouldn't be heaven for me. Ah. Eagle Ride is less than 100 hours away now. Awesome. Congratulations. Get those 100 hours in. Dear Bob, does collapsing a chair and having an actuator puncture your butthole count as a colonoscopy? Asking for a backward friend. uh, GDL, which is LDG backwards. Slexip, which is PIX pixels. LDG pixels. It does not count as a colonoscopy. It is a little funny. Dear Bob, can you please donate to our fundraiser, Save the Rabbit Hippos? Thank you. Saving the unrabbit hippos for sure. I don't know about the rabbits hippos. Dear Bob, Joe, we got that hippo created for the orphans. Where do we ship it? We're shipping that one to Kurdistan. I gotta try and push the orphans to Karoga. So we'll send them a rabbit hippo. That'll get them moving pretty quick. Pop Culture Curator says, hail everyone. Kapla, vertebrae, hope you're doing well. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Pop Culture Curator and Kapla, Captain MKG in the house. Dear Bob, we have determined that the movie Die Hard is woke because the only terrorist to survive was the black guy. It's possible. It's possible. But it was a Christmas movie, woke or not. Dear Bob, I'm thinking about getting a trimmer and groomer for my husband for Christmas. He's a very hairy guy. In fact, when his clothes are off, he looks like a great white ape. Yes, I kind of like it, but the hair creates issues when I'm trying to lick his nipples and other things he enjoys. Well, I am considering the Lawnmower 4.0. Do you know anything about these trimmers for the groin and body grooming? I can get one on sale right now for $84.99. I think hubby will be appreciative. What say you? Thank you for taking this seriously, Mrs. Gary Katzer. I highly doubt that this is Rock Solid's wife. I can say I don't have any special knowledge of any special grooming just for down there. But in my experience, your typical Norelco electric razor works just fine. If the hair is long, there's a pop-up on the razor that you can use to cut the long hair, and then you just use the regular electric razor heads and the 3 heads, like the 3 round circles. That's what I use. And it's good. It's good on your face. It's good down there. And it works fine. No problem. Don't have to pay money for something designed just for there. If it works for your face, if it's sensitive enough for your face, it's sensitive enough for anywhere. And no, I don't go around doing that on purpose, but sometimes when I have to wear medical devices, I need to do it. Huh?
I'm coming in.
Yeah, the camera's off. Dear Bob, do you think people should eat pizza at nighttime because of the cheese, Do you believe cheese can induce nightmares or not? I doubt. I do not believe cheese induces nightmares. Not in any way, shape, form whatsoever. I've eaten so much cheese at all hours of the day and night throughout my life that if cheese induced nightmares, I'd be afraid to sleep. Jedi Bill says, Kapla, brother warrior, MomOPrey, and very happy birthday to MomOPrey. Thank you, Jedi Bill. Kapla. And MomOPrey says, thank you. Dear Bob, God. Okay. Dear Bob, baby, come back. Okay. Dear Bob, do you find anything overly religious? I find church life streams on Sunday morning overly religious. And that doesn't make it. No, I really don't find anything overly religious. I know there are religious things, and I know there are things that are not religious. I choose to watch something religious or participate in something religious. I know about it usually before I begin. Jedi Bill, just back from my doctor where they found out I have pre-diabetes. I'm sorry to hear that, Jedi Bill. It's I'd say that probably 3/4 of the United States has pre-diabetes. Well, there's still a chance to ward it off. Good luck. Hope it doesn't get worse. Dear Bob, what's your favorite bathroom you've ever been in? That is a damn good question. Huh. Well, I guess it would probably be my own. Pop Culture Curator with a $10 super chat says, happy birthday to MomOPrey. Thank you so much, Pop Culture Curator. MomOPrey, another $10 for you. She says, thank you. Thank you very much. I would honestly say, I guess my favorite bathroom was the one in this house that I had done in January 2009. I had it for 6 months, 4 months, 5 months, 3 months. I don't know. A few months before I got sick. I had this beautiful bathroom put in with a bathtub with air bubbles in it, a shower with 2 different shower heads, a overhead rain shower head, and also a shower head on a wand that you could, move around and wash yourself with. Brand new comfort height toilet, beautiful vanity sink, all new stuff. I had them put an outlet inside the vanity so I could charge my electric razor out of view. I had an extra outlet put up on the wall so I could put my CD MP3 player for the bathroom on the wall so I could listen to my music while I took a shower. It was really nice bathroom. I was almost considering putting a television screen behind plexiglass that I could watch from the bowl, but I didn't. I stopped. I didn't do that. But I was almost there. Yeah, I would say that was my favorite toilet. But more importantly, the best toilet The bathroom is the one you need, the one that's available when you need it. When I was out and about and I needed a toilet, I would go to, I would generally go to a movie theater. If there was a movie theater nearby, I would go to the movie theater because movie theater had lots of bathrooms, lots of stalls, lots of urinals. The people generally tried to get out of the bathroom as quickly as possible because they were going right back to their movie. So nobody stood around, nobody hung around. It was, they came in, they left, and that was it. I didn't have to worry about any sounds I was making because nobody could fucking hear you because the movies were so loud anyway. They were relatively clean, I found. So, yeah. If I had to use it while I was out. No. Most of the time, I didn't need to pay for the movie. The bathroom was before. You didn't have to buy a movie. You could get into the movie theater and not pay for a movie. But I would buy when I left. I'd usually buy a Coke or something or popcorn just so I was a customer because I felt bad not being a customer using the bathroom. Dear Bob, common sense, absolutely. Gary Kazzer, not surprised. One would have thought that with your recent issues, you'd be not so quick to tell people off and then to F off. Clearly, you learning a lesson wasn't one of the gifts MomOPrey got for her birthday. I don't know what you're talking about, Gary. Who did I tell to F off? Soft Buddy? Obviously, Soft Buddy is the only person I tell to F off. I don't know what else you heard. I don't believe I told anyone else to F off. If you don't want me to tell Soft Buddy to F off, then please let me know. Dear Bob, what is MomOPrey's favorite movie at festive times? I don't know. Do you have a favorite movie, MomOPrey? He says, not really.
But I don't have.
She doesn't have one. Dear Bob, what's the first computer you remember seeing? Well, it would be the Commodore 64, MomOPrey, DadOPrey bought for us way back when it was new, I guess. They set it up in the living room, and that was that, as they say. I became a computer child. MomOPrey. We had the computer for a long time. MomOPrey ended up giving it away to somebody who could use it years and years later. If we still had it, that would have been something.
Well, we have this.
What do we have?
You have this.
Oh,
The Q-Link notepad.
yeah. So way back in the day,
Commodore connection.
the first online, we had a modem for the Commodore 64, and the company that would later go on to become AOL at the time was called Quantum Link, and we used it. We were a customer, and they gave away a notepad that was just blank notes that were in the shape of a 5 1/4-inch floppy disk. And I still have most of those notes to say Q-Link, the Commodore connection on them. Yeah, I mean, the Commodore 64, I was using it to talk to people in chats in People Connection, which was basically like text messaging and or IMing and group messaging, or IRC chat rooms or AOL chat rooms of years later, where people would do ASL and stuff like that. We were doing it. I was doing it. I was one of the 12-year-old kids or something, even younger than that. Dear Bob, what, why, when, and how this is your life? I don't get the question. Joe, I truly need your help. I am currently suffering from these symptoms and wonder if this will go on its way on its own or if I should seek medical help. Here is what I have right now: painful urination, pus-like discharge from the tip of my schmeckle, and swelling in my right testicle. Yes, I did have a friend, in quotes, over a couple nights ago when we were too wasted to practice safe sex. He says that he is clean and not suffering any issues, but I do hear that he gets around. What would you do, LDG? LDG, you don't have to sign these things. Okay, that was a deliberate MomOPrey. Yes, LDG, I would suggest you go to a doctor. Probably the swelling of the right testicle is a serious concern. If it was the left testicle, I'd say you were in the clear. But the right testicle, that's serious stuff. Dear Bob, if the robot looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger, would you do it? No. Would I do the robot? No. Would I do Arnold Schwarzenegger? Also no. Dear Bob, do you recommend I should try a chili hot dog? If you're interested in chili hot dog, yes. I tried one. It wasn't bad. It's actually better than I thought it would be. Never became a favorite food, but it wasn't something. LDG says that he was waiting for one. It's probably going to be more. Dear Bob, Barney's, New York, we would like to do a window display and have your popularity on the internet, and we would like you to put one of the rooms adjacent to the back alley with the trash cans and dumpsters where a few people walk by. We will open the display curtain and they will be able to view you from the window. Are you willing to do this? No, Barneys, I'm not. I mean, usually you would say that you'd give me money or something. Am I willing to do this without some type of vast compensation? Absolutely not. Oh, $800? No. Add 2 or 3 zeros. Yes, MomOPrey.
Guess what? Just came.
We have a delivery.
You have a delivery.
And is it missing part of the street address?
Oh, it's missing all of the street address.
Ah, we have a delivery. Laser ship delivered. Yes, it did. Okay. Give me 2 minutes. MomOPrey, a chance to open the box, please, and we'll get to it. I'm going to do a commercial and we're going to come back from it. I have a package. Thank you, Mike Richards. I got one of the packages correctly delivered.
One of the nice things about McDonald's Chicken McNuggets, those hot, tasty pieces of boneless chicken, is that they're packaged in sizes for every appetite. Let me illustrate. Enter the 6-pack. A logical lunch, McNuggets 9, a delight for dinner. And a pack of 20? Hey, perfect for picnics and parties. Of course, these are mere suggestions. Your appetite will be the true guide.
It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
Your cat is your friend and he depends on you to take good care of him. Purina Cat Chow. Purina Cat Chow. You can depend on Purina Cat Chow.
Purina Cat Chow. Chow, chow, chow. He depends on me for loving care, and I depend on Purina Cat Chow to give him great taste and nutrition.
Purina Cat Chow. You can depend on Purina Cat Chow.
Purina Cat Chow. Chow, chow, chow.
If we lived in a world where all women were the same, they'd need only one shampoo. Clairol introduces 7 shampoos for the real world, where all women are different. Clairol Essence shampoos, each with its own natural botanical. Aloe Essence for extra body. Chamomile Essence for beautiful highlights. Ginseng Essence for conditioning. 7 Clairol Essence shampoos that make your difference beautiful. Clairol Essence shampoos.
Hello, I'm Charlie McKee for Electrolux. And this is an America that used to be. A time when companies brought vacuum cleaners to your home because that's the best place to judge a vacuum. Today, few companies do that. But Electrolux still does, because your home is still the best place to see why Electrolux is better. So open your door to Electrolux. Electrolux, your home is the best place to see why we're better.
Break free and feel. Feel how splendid you are with the fragrance created by Gloria Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, a rich, expressive fragrance that reveals to the world just how splendid.
Okay, hello. Hello, world. We're back. I have not looked in the box. MomOPrey just cut it open for me. This box is sent by Future Man. I have no idea what's inside. They have corrected the address, even on the inside. Oh, that was on the outside. Okay. And it is a bunch of orange Tic Tacs, which I said I would eat like candy. Would eat like candy. And oh my God. And a giant Hershey's chocolate. I assume for MomOPrey. I assume for MomOPrey. Oh, and a gift message. Enjoy your gift. A gift for you. Enjoy your gift. Thank you so much, random Future Man. Let's see. Hershey's milk chocolate Christmas candy. 1 pound. 1 pound. And Tic Tac orange flavored mints. 200 count. Thank you so much. MomOPrey. You can take the box. Oh, it's okay. That's
I got
okay.
it. I got it.
Thank you. Yeah, it's heavy. It's a pound. It's a pound of chocolate. Thank you. And there's the Hershey's is for Mom. Yes, I assume that. She says thank you. She will be in Hershey's heavens, and the Tic Tacs are for me. I will open this. I'll open this. I don't open it now. Okay. Yeah, this is a laser ship. There's still another package out there. I'm not going to let that best me, but we'll open that later. I can't wait to have some orange Tic Tacs. Okay, we've got more Dear Bops, but I see there's one in there from Rock Solid, so let's read that one first. You told me to F off and said that maybe you needed to not prevent Soft Buddy from saying everything he does after I made the comment about the imposter Dak. Well, you talked about the beautiful Nicole DeBoer. I mean, what am I supposed to say to that? Okay, Nicole DeBoer is the more beautiful Dax. And don't get me wrong, Terry Farrell is a beautiful woman. Jadzia Dax is very pretty. But Nicole DeBoer is just cuter. I don't know what to tell you. It's science. It's science. You're welcome. It's even better, I think. It's better this way. If we were ever, me and you, stuck on an island with Nicole DeBoer and Terry Farrell, I'm not saying that, we wouldn't swap once in a while, but, as biology requires to repopulate the human race on the island, you'd have to swap out every so often, but you could get Terry and I could get Nicole. And they would have no say in the matter because, men. Dr. Scotty says, Vert has a good point about Dax. I agree with him. Mike Richards says, Bird got the Palestinian alarm clock I sent. No. Let's go back to the Dear Bops. Dear Bob, who is your favorite New York TV character? I don't know. There's so many. I guess I was watching today, so I would say, what's the guy? Mom,
What?
who's the guy on Blue Bloods? Yeah, the commissioner. Tom Selleck?
Yes.
Tom Selleck on Blue Bloods as Police Commissioner Reagan. I'm sure there's somebody else if I thought about it longer, but off the top of my head, that's it. Everybody gets a Dax, says 47 Yorktown. Yeah, but somebody's going to get Curzon Dax. It's not going to be me. Dear Bop, sleep well tonight. Thank you. Dear Bob, I recently rewatched the Simpsons episode with the monorail and Leonard Nimoy and Barney Gumble at the end says to him, you didn't do anything. But Leonard Nimoy did save Krusty the Clown from jumping out of the monorail. Do you agree that he didn't do anything? I don't remember it, but if he stopped Krusty from jumping, then he did something. Dear Bob, are you a porn star willing to do porn? No, I am not. I am neither a porn star nor willing to do porn. Dear Bob, is everybody free to do what they want? No. No, you're not, because I would want to do things that infringe on the rights of other people. So you are free to do what you can do without infringing on somebody else's rights. Dear Bob, I'll link to a YouTube video. Let's see. Oh, that's how a heroic hippo became a deputy. Good one. Stupid hippo. Hungry hippos. Dear Bob, live long and prosper. Thank you. Dan Ben also watches Blue Bloods. Cool. Dear Bob, is it true Beam Me Up Scotty was never said in the show? It's true it was never said in the original series. Scotty Beam Me Up was said in Star Trek IV The Voyage Home. I believe it's the closest they ever got to saying Scotty Beam Me Up. Dear Bob, do you have a spare pair of pants? We just hit a bad patch of ice, and let's just say I need new pants. Probably somewhere there's a pair of pants, but I don't have a whole lot of pants these days. There's still some, says MomOPrey. LDG says my foot's free. Okay. Dear Bob, what's the loudest sound you ever heard? Well, remember that lightning that I jumped for? And it was caught on camera? Probably that. Probably that. There was a cannon that they used to fire off at the old yacht club my dad was Commodore and then a member of, and then I was a member of for a while. That was pretty goddamn loud too. But it would be between the cannon and that lightning strike. I've also fired some pretty loud guns, but when you control the sound, I think it's more bearable. Dear Bob, do you recommend doing this regularly? It's something I haven't really done. No. Cleaning your tongue, actually, I mean, they say you should brush your tongue. I've done it, I don't do it often, but I do it sometimes, especially when I have a bad taste in my mouth. MomOPrey says they make special tongue cleaners, but Dr. Phlox uses this weird tool to like scrape his tongue. I don't know about doing that, but yeah.
When you were in the coma.
When I was in the coma, they do tongue scrapings. They used the tongue cleaner on me when I was in the coma, apparently. So yeah, I guess you should do it. Certainly brush it, at least. Dear Bob, how much money would it take for you to sleep with Marina Sirtis? If she got a clean, that she was clean of any disease, I'd do it for free. I'd do it for free. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's not ugly. I'd do it just for bragging rights. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna say, well, you'd pay me $500. Bullshit. I'd do it for free. If she was clean. I'm not gonna Google Chase Masterson those words, because I know they're out there and they are spectacular. Dear Bob, you old. 44, pretty old. Dear Bob, bye-bye. Okay, thanks for coming. Dear Bob, my testicles are shrinking. My doctor didn't give me antibiotics. I don't think antibiotics would stop it. Maybe eat less soy. Dear Bob, so you have a big package. I have several packages. Some are bigger than others. Dear Bob, apparently more people drink Diet Cola than water in the world. I find that highly suspect. Dear Bop, no. Dear Bop, yes. Uh, eh, from Rock Solid, Esri Dax is for people who are attracted to women who look like little boys. Uh, there's nothing boyish about Nicole DeBoer. Okay. Dear Bop, I'm seeking underwear that will make it easy to figure out the front and back of pants. I have many pairs that are yellow in the front and brown in the back, but I could use some more. There just don't seem to have them in stores any longer. Any thoughts? Gary K. I highly doubt that's from Gary K. Dan Ben says, I have a toothbrush that has a tongue scraper on it. Excellent. Miss Londell says, sex with Marina Sirtis would be a mercy bang. Maybe for you, Mr. Londell, but for me, it's still, would still just be, I would be the one. It'd be pity. It'd be pity one. Pity bang. Captain Phantom Nerd says, Miss Lundell, who would be the mercy? Yeah, exactly. That'd be two mercies meeting in the night. And MomOPrey found the tongue cleaner, which actually isn't all that different from what Phlox was using, just much smaller. Thank you.
Yeah, well, it's brand new one.
Yes, brand new, still in the box. No, that's fine. That's fine. Look, okay. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Does this look like a boy to you? I don't think that looks like a boy. If you have a boy that looks like this, I think he's probably non-binary. Okay. There's nothing male about Nicole DeBoer. She is a beautiful, beautiful woman. Okay. Look at those. Look at those. There's cleavage. There's clear cleavage. She's happy. She's got that smile, those big, beautiful eyes. Okay, granted, at times her hair is shorter than I would like it, but what you gonna do? It can't be. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! The live long and prosper. Oh, there she is. There she is. She's wearing the same thing she's wearing when she says, "Hail Karoga." Oh, look at these pictures. Look at this. Look at this. You tell me that this looks like a 10-year-old boy. Did you look at this? Look at this. Okay. If I'm not going to say it, but if boys look like that, then I'd be gay. Okay. Because there's nothing here that says male. It's as woman as they come. All right. Maybe not as woman as Chase Masterson, but still pretty good. Where it counts. Where it counts. Chase Masterson now. Or Chase Masterson and Robin Hood Men with Tights. I didn't know she was in Robin Hood Men with Tights. I mean, that's what happens. The low resolution of all those old pictures. I think she had some work done, maybe. Anyway, I'm sorry. What were we talking about? Richie Poole says, I'm back. Miss me. Yes, Richie, we did. We did. Miss Lundell says, I'd be showing her mercy. Random Menace says, Nicole is a cutie. I think so. Ms. Lundell says, Nicole looks much better now as she has gotten a bit older. In DS9, she had an underage look to her. Well, she was like 22 years old or something. She was, she wasn't that old. She was supposed to be young. In DS9, she was old enough to date Jake Sisko. Jake could have dated her. Richie Poole says, Bird is in love. LDG says, my ex looked like her. Really? I if you say, why is she your ex then? Roxanne says, you're confusing Esri Dax and Nicole DeBoer. Esri Dax looked like a boy. Because of her hair? Okay, I'll tell you where Esri Dax didn't look like a boy. Esri Dax, cocktail waitress. Okay? And no boy. Doesn't look like a 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 boy. Esri was all woman. LDG has photos. Looks like you should go live with those photos, LDG, because that'll get you some views. Anyway, it's 6:40. Oh, it's a long one today. It is a long one. I think we will be calling it a stream here. Thank you guys all for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for wishing MomOPrey a very special happy birthday. She appreciates it. I appreciate it. Sassy appreciates it. Thank you to the Random Menace for the Tic Tacs. I'm going to open them shortly. And the pound of chocolate for MomOPrey. Thank you all. MomOPrey says thank you as well. Movie time, Bert. Oh, awesome. LDG movie time. Guys, go check out LDG at freethenet.org/underground. He's going to start playing a secret movie in, I guess, I don't know how long, maybe 20 minutes. It's a secret. He's got to get time to get it set up, I'm sure. I need 10 or 15 minutes to get over there myself. But hopefully soon after that, he'll start. And guys, keep a lookout on Deej if you see him. Make sure you wish him he gets well soon. And I hope we all get to hear from him soon. And remember, obviously, we are all concerned about his health more so than this stream. So, Deej, if you hear this, you made the right call, buddy. If you weren't feeling great, I'm glad you stopped. When you did, I hope you're okay. Jedi Bill, I hope you're okay as well. Don't you listen? You made it a long time without having to worry about diabetes, but now you should get serious about it before it gets too bad. Ms. Lundell says it's Debbie Does Dallas. I don't think it's Debbie Does Dallas. That's not the movie. You were waiting on me. Okay. Kapla. Yes, Mama Friend. Something you want to say?
Just wanted to thank everyone again. All the well wishes, the birthday wishes. You guys have no idea how much you as a community mean to me. And I can't thank you enough. You really brought up my spirits with just all the happy birthdays. And you bring up my spirits every day. Thank you again. That's
Thank you. Kapla all, Bird and MomOPrey out.